In part 1 of our Instagram marketing funnel series, we talked all about building up the top of your funnel with high quality, compelling content. Today, in part 2, we're taking that a step further and diving into how you can get those new followers to engage and take another step down your funnel towards your paid offering. Let's go. Hey, I'm Daniel and welcome to Uscreen Health and Fitness, where we help fitness creators build an audience and make more money online. In this video, we're diving into the middle of the funnel, which is where you qualify your audience. That means getting them engaged with your content. This is where you'll start to keep an eye on your engagement rate, which is the number of people who actively like and comment on your posts. Having 12,000 followers is fantastic, but if you're only averaging 50 likes per post, that's not a good sign. There are accounts with 500 followers that average 60 likes per post. Having a large following is great. It's a big and important first step in the process, but it's just that. The first step. You've got to entice those followers to engage and demonstrate to them why you're worth following. There are some simple ways you can kickstart your channel's engagement, like replying to comments, asking questions in your posts and in the comments, and including a strong call to action in each post. Post captions are super important at this stage. You might capture their attention with an image, but it could very well be your caption that captures or loses their interest. You've got to keep them hooked by entertaining or offering value consistently. Captions allow you the opportunity to propose a decision to your audience and encourage them to take action. You have to then showcase the value people will get from taking any action. A good Instagram caption gives your audience context, adds personality to your brand voice, and inspires your followers to take action. To accomplish those things, there are a handful of practical things you can do, like make your first line the hook to keep people reading. That hook has to be powerful, engaging, and eye-catching. After that first line, add a call to action of some sort, whether that be double tap if you agree, or maybe even posing a question to your audience that they can answer in the comments.
Rant inbound, rant inbound, rant inbound. A word of caution. Don't make every call to action check the link in bio. That takes people off the platform, which Instagram doesn't like and I personally hate, and it's a hard sell. Sometimes your call to action should be as simple as double tap if you agree, or tag a friend who needs to see this. Often, your call to action should be more about generating engagement than about converting a sale of some sort.
That was weird. Short captions are great, but longer captions can really help you communicate deeply with your audience. Whenever you post longer captions, be sure to integrate line breaks and spacing to make your post more digestible. This makes it engaging and easier to read for your audience. Emojis are another great way to visually distinguish your captions. Be sure your voice is consistent throughout all of your posts and to allow people to get to know you or your brand with each new caption. And one of the last things you can do that will help you is to create your Instagram posts and captions in batches ahead of time, so you're not writing a caption in the heat of the moment when you really need to post. This allows you time to write a caption, step away for a bit, then come back and edit and improve the post before publishing it. Okay, it's time to talk about stories. They're the perfect way to engage people in the middle of your Instagram funnel. Why? Because it's where people who are interested in your brand get to know you better. You give them a glimpse of your day-to-day and give them a compelling reason to follow you. Stories are easier to post, and let's face it, often there are things you want to say for the next 24 hours, but maybe not the next 24 days or weeks or months. Stories also help to generate interaction. Users can reply directly to a specific story, and all of a sudden they're DMing back and forth with you. It's an intimate conversation that establishes a strong emotional connection with those people further down your funnel. This is important for pulling people to that final stage of your funnel. Stories work best when they're compelling enough that followers will watch to the end. While stories are easy to consume, they're even easier to ignore with a simple tap or a swipe. Your audience will remember stories that evoke emotion or that shared important and easily digestible info. There's a lot of selling to be done in stories if executed properly. Stories are a natural opportunity for product placement and product conversations. Through this content, customers can discover new ways to use your product or services while also being presented with more specific reasons to take that next step. In addition to product knowledge, you can also leverage stories to teach your followers something, almost like a tutorial, but even simpler and more direct. Stories are also a perfect fit for behind the scenes content, which we all love. Take us behind the curtain of your brand and really bring out that human element we all love. With stories, you need to make your visuals count. Including a person or a face allows for almost instant emotional connection, which makes it harder to swipe away. Use bright and contrasting colors with your text overlays so that your message really pops on screen, and be sure that your text is legible and really adds to the story rather than taking away from the message. You can also leverage interactive elements of stories in order to foster engagement. Polls and question stickers make that easy and accessible for everyone to use on a regular basis. It's a playful way to engage your followers and pick their brains. The next step here is all about taking what we've learned so far about building and engaging an audience and leveraging that to move prospects to the bottom of your funnel where conversion magic happens. But we'll talk more about that in part 3 of this series on building an Instagram marketing funnel. To be sure you don't miss that one, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and click the bell so you'll get notified when that video goes live. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.